back out, ladies and gents. Dobgill car park, Thirlmere. And I'm at Thirlmere for a very specific reason. Because I've been shopping and I've got a new toy. I've got a rather expensive new toy. One that the wife didn't quite approve of, but we got there in the end. I've only gone and purchased a packraft. I'm levelling up my adventures. So, today is the maiden voyage of HMS Bag of Air. My little packraft. I'll show you all about it when I get down to the water. So like I say, I've just parked up at Dobgill. The road that is on the side of Thirlmere used to be closed for a bit, but it looks like it's obviously reopened now. I think during some of the previous storms it was off, but look at this. Bit of water on the lens. Look at this. Oh yes. Where's going to be the best way to get to this water? So I'm an utter novice in the old kayak. I've done it a few years ago when I was at school and some of my army days, but definitely not been in a packraft before, so it's all new to me. But what could go wrong, eh? I've got my life jacket. It's quite a good packraft, hopefully, from some of the reviews that I've seen. So, fingers crossed, it holds up to the test. I would have liked somewhere to launch it from, maybe, you know, drop down so I'm not going to drag the bottom of it over the rocks. But I'm sure I'll figure it out. What about off this big rock here? Or from this little bay? I think I will get slightly wet feet. I think I'll be dragging on the bottom. Look at this. How old's this road? Shall we get it out? Giggity. So everything I need is in this bag. I've packed it up for a night in the hills. I'm not just going on the water. I will be having a night in a new tent also. Check me out. The wife is losing her mind. So I've got my life jacket down there, my sleep mat, the oars, they're nothing fancy, I'll show you them later. New tent, but the packraft itself is inside, so let's get it out. Along with the essentials. And that's it. I'm pretty sure it'll go smaller than that, but I had it up in the house just to make sure it wasn't going to let us down. Yeah, ideal. I think it's less than 2 kilos. I'm going to do a full review of it in another video, but for today, I just want to get on the water. Very basic aluminium paddle from Go Outdoors, but it'll do me for now. I was looking at some of the fiberglass paddles, and they're up of £100, north of £100. And I looked at some of the weights of them, and they were like 900 grams. This is 900 grams, so you know, as long as it doesn't bend, I'll be all right. And like I say, the shopping spree continued, so I went and got myself one of these little jobbies, flextail 5.0, whatever it is, basically a pump and a light. And that's going to come in very handy when I pump up this packraft. Okay. And away she goes. Let's have a closer look. Go on, my pretty. Cracking bit of kit. Yeah, so that probably took about, I don't know, 3 minutes maybe to pump up. It does come with a big airbag that you can roll up and blow it up with, but I opted for the air pump. I've put a little grab handle on the back. It does come with a seat inside, which I'll pump up. It's meant to be quite good. And I opted for this one, the Anfibio Rebel 2K, because of the spray deck. To be honest, I probably won't need it on this today. It's obviously dead calm, but once I find my bearings and once I get better at this kind of stuff, I do want to get out on, I wouldn't say white water, maybe a little bit white water. I certainly want to go down the River Tyne and the River Wear on it, around my hometowns. So today, like I say, is its maiden voyage. Hopefully, I stay inside of it. So I have bought some bungee cord also for us to be able to strap my bag on the front. I could have probably done this prep at home, but I was too keen to get out into the lakes. And I suppose one more thing I should say, I haven't got a clue how my camera is going to be set up on the front of the Packraft, so the footage might be a bit rubbish. I don't know, so just bear with us until I figure it all out. And now to put my rucksack on the front. Alright, the maiden voyage, here we go. We're on the water. Right, what I'm also going to do is set my Garmin to paddle or kayak. You can kind of see the route that I take. And we're away, boys and girls. Just beautiful being on the water. Just brings another dimension, doesn't it? So obviously the plan on future trips will be to get up to Scotland. That's the ultimate goal, I think. Certainly for the foreseeable couple of years. Get a fishing rod up there, take the bag and spend a couple of days. That's the plan. But for now, we'll keep it simple, keep it in the lakes, keep it nice and flat until I get the hang of it. So, now that I'm on the water, I started at the bottom end near the car park that I mentioned earlier. I'll stick it on the map. And I'm going to head myself up to, I believe it's Horshow Island. I'm just going to put my nose around. I've seen people have camped on there in the past. I don't particularly want to camp on it, if I'm honest. I am in the lake, so I wouldn't mind bagging another couple of rain rates whilst I'm here. But yeah, I think I'll paddle up to there. That's a bit of a test for myself to get up thirlmere. Gives us a little bit of a target. And then I think I'll make my way back. Then I've got a few options. I could go to the west side, and there's a couple of rain rates up there. I'll stick them on the screen. I can't remember what they're called. Ullafell, I think one might be. Or I could go on the east side, over to my right, where we've got Helvellyn and company. I've done Helvellyn, but there's a few up near Grisdale, Tarn that I haven't done. Again, I'll forget the names. I'll stick them on the screen. So once I've done my little packrafting adventure, the initial packrafting adventure, it'll be a Wainwright for me. Right, so I've pretty much made it to the island. My mic's not connecting for some reason, so I'm direct into the DJI. So far so good. It's quite comfortable in this little packraft. The seat's ideal. My life jacket is riding up a little bit behind us, but I'll figure that out over time. And there's a bit of wind on my back, so it's actually pushing us in towards the island, which is going to make me paddle back a little bit harder, but that's what we're here for, a little bit of a workout, innit? But so far, spray deck's doing alright. I haven't zipped it up at the front, but you can see it's just keeping the splashes from off of me. There's the bag up front there. I could have put the rain cover over it, but to be fair, it's not that bad. It's quite steady on the water today, so yeah. This is fun. Check me out with the 360s. Right, where's going to be good to land this thing? That is officially not how you do it. So I tried to hold onto the rock, I ended up pushing myself away and the paddle was on the rock, so I had to jump out before I got too deep. Idiot. Let's go and explore. Little campsite. Obviously an old fire pit. People been hacking at some trees. I don't fall out with a fire pit, to be honest, as long as it's kind of left there and there's not like 7 or 8 of them. Shame somebody couldn't take them home with them. Get a bit higher. See what's up here. Oh. Another area here. Proper fire pit. So I've just seen somebody over the other side, so I didn't want to interrupt them. So it seems like it's quite popular, this one, which is probably no surprise. Just as long as people look after it and they don't leave underpants lying around. Right, I've just spent the last 10 minutes trying to connect this friggin' microphone. I think there's something wrong with it. Right, I was going to have a brew on Hawes Howe, but the sun's coming out. So I think I'm just going to head back down to where I started, pack up all the packraft, and then I'm going to head up to Grisdale Tarn, do a couple of Wainwrights up there, and then camp round there for the night. Lovely bottle of red for me to wash down, and some dry meals as well to try and keep the weight down, obviously with us carrying the packraft. And away! The next test is, can I get the drone out whilst I'm paddling this thing? Or is that going to be 300 quid in the water? Wouldn't fancy camping on that one. It doesn't seem to twist too much. I don't know if you can see that on the footage, but I think the skeg helps that, keep it straight. Next test. Can we get this thing in the air whilst I'm on the water? I don't think the taking off will be too hard. It's the landing that might be a bit difficult. Slightly nervous. But great success. Been paddling for an hour and 13, so there and back. Distance 3.37, I'm guessing that's kilometres, but I'll check. I tell you what, new chapter's beginning here, isn't there? With the old packraft. Look at the scenery, man. Slap bang in the middle of thirlmere. Bliss is what I'll say. But yeah, so that's my little paddle done for today. The first maiden voyage of HMS Bag of Air. Thoroughly enjoyed myself. It's like an all over body workout, isn't it, really? This is doing me upper body, and then I'll pack it all away and I'll punish my legs up them hills. I come back a new man. And the wife was complaining. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Like I say, I think for some of my next voyages, I'm planning to go down the River Tyne, potentially, under some of the bridges, and down the River Wear. I would like to do it with somebody, so if there's anyone in the northeast with a packraft or a canoe, fancies going down, give us a shout. One of my pals, Dougie, he says he might come down, but he's got a paddle board, which I think is a bit more dubious going down there. Certainly don't want to fall in. No, more adventures to come. And I think this gives us a bit more of a catalyst to get up to Scotland as well, because I've been a bit reluctant to get up to Scotland. It is quite a mission, but I think some of the locks up there, some of the islands, some of the travelling that you can do up there, this will just give us the extra motivation to do it. Right, let's get on dry land. That'll do. That's me all packed up. Pack raft is back in there, folded down nice and neat. I've just put the rain cover on because I've got my life jacket, all sorts of bits hanging off it. So, right, that's the paddle done. Let's get on with the hiking. Right, normal service has been resumed. I'm back on my feet, back on terra firma. And I'm heading my arse up to Grisdale, like I said previously. The two Wainwrights that I haven't ticked off yet over that side are Seat Sandal and Fairfield. So we'll see how much energy I've got in the legs. Potentially get both of them, but I think definitely get one of them. That's the plan. And then pitch up somewhere near Grisdale with my new tent, which I'll show you in a bit. Nothing too fancy, but it's new. And then early doors, and I'm talking sunrise, at about 4:30 in the morning, I'll be back over to Geordieland, because my little boy has got a football match at 9 o'clock in the morning. Obviously got to be there a bit early for his warm up and what have you, so. But I couldn't turn down the opportunity to get into the lakes once again. Right, now the climb begins. Can't fit.
A few inches later.
Tell you what, they're definitely trying to stop wild campers. Christ, I could not fit through there. I'd take my bag off, and then my bag would hardly fit through. Does that say something about all the shit that I carry? Who knows? We've got to get across. Hey. Some water coming down that. Could quite happily dunk the junk in there. But not yet. The day is young. We're still climbing. Plenty of people coming down the hill. I'm the only one seen going up so far, and nobody's overtaken us yet. So I've got a fairly heavy pack. I could have ditched the boat, so when I got out of thirlmere, I went back to the car, checked that it was there. Got a little bit more water, and I could have left the boat, the pack raft in the car, but I thought no, get used to carrying it, get used to carrying the poles, the pack raft, the life jacket, because again, that's what I want to be doing. I want to be doing like kind of multi-day, up and over the hills, in the boat, back on the hills. So yeah, pretty sure that's Fairfield up to the front there. And is that Seat Sandal? I don't know, I'll check the map in a bit. Grisdale. Bloody fantastic. Never disappoints, the Lake District. I reckon I could be pissing down now and I'd still be happy. Oh. Couple of pork pies. And not just any pork pie. Oh no. These are Dixon's pork pies. Those from the northeast will know. So as much as Greggs has took over the world, like the Geordie version of Japanese knotweed, I do like a Dixon's every now and then. Warm gear off. Let's get to it. Well, that was no joke. Goodness me. Pretty steep. I'm pretty much at the top now. Or is that it down there? I'm going to pretend this is it. Seat sandal. 736, I believe. Ooh. It's 10 to 4, got loads of sunlight left. And I think some of this cloud's meant to burn off at about 6 o'clock. So I'm going to drag myself down, back down to Grisdale and find a pitch for the night. I do have a lovely bottle of red, which I want to get through. And obviously with us being up early in the morning, I'm going to have to start that early-ish, any excuse. So obviously I'm fit to drive in the morning. I can't not do a walk away with a view like that. Right, so I'm closing in on the actual tarn itself, spin you around. But the banks beside it are quite steep. So it looks like I'm going to have to pitch right over there. I've never actually pitched here before, so fingers crossed I can find somewhere decent. Still looking for somewhere suitable to pitch. There's bound to be something around here. It's very pretty. How clear that water is. Just behind that rock over there looks canny. What I was saying. Looks like someone's been there before. I think it'll do, sports fans. Right, so it's 10 to 5. Just come for a little wander. See if there's any other pitches. The pitch that I've got back there behind the rock is spot on, but to be fair, this would be quite nice. Just here. You got the river meandering round. I actually got the tent off Facebook. And a funny little thing, the chap selling it on Facebook was the Geordie Wild camper. I think Steve's your name, I think. So I watched his videos for the last year or two, and I was just flicking through. And yeah, seen this tent I think he was selling, so I thought, why not? It was cheap enough. It was dirt cheap actually. I don't think I'll be getting back out in the packraft. Say 5 o'clock by the time I've had some food, 6, 7's, getting the wine down my face. It's not really worth it, but I did want to carry it up, so I get used to carrying it. So that's what I did. Would it have been the first time there's been a packraft on Grisdale? Who knows? There's my top drying off. Absolutely drenched. Look at that. So this is it. The featherstone ultralight obsidian, 1 person. Oh, I've got it scruffy already. One more then. So the poles on it, they're kind of one system, like a star shape. Also an inner first pitch, which I don't particularly like, but you know, because if it's blown a hoolie, you can be wrestling around with it. But I'm sure I'll get used to it. Now this is paper thin, so again, I don't know how waterproof it is. It'll have some stats in terms of hydrostatic head, which I can put on the screen, because I haven't got them in my head at the minute. Right, I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue. Right, let's clip all this up. Let's take that out. So there she is, featherstone, Obsidian, ultralight, one person. Let's see how it gets on with my air mat. Well, that's pretty quick. It's going for it. Look at that. Look at that, that was seconds. That was literally seconds. Right, let's have a look inside. So I've pinned back the doors at the minute. So obviously my vestibule isn't there, but that's where my bag would go. And inside, it is going to be an adjustment to the helm too, because it's a bigger tent, simply. But I think this will do, you know. I think it'll do. Like I say, I'm not really testing it out in a winter night. I'm kind of covered over. But there's my sleeping pad. All my gubbins down the bottom. Seems all right. I'm happy with the little hooks that it comes with and the little net. I can probably put my phone up there, maybe to watch it later. That'll be canny. So, yes, that is my new lightweight tent. Featherstone. I think they're only 100 quid, brand new, on the Tinterwebs, so they're not expensive, they're not, and that's why I'm not expecting too much from it. But we'll see, only time will tell. Because I am trying to keep the weight down, because I've got a boat in the bag. I'm on the gas tonight, not the Trangier. I've got a selection of dry meals, adventure food. What's this one? Chicken curry, a fire pot beef stew, and some sobo noodles, if I so fancy them. So that's them. I've got my little titanium pot. And within there is my Soto Windmaster. So that'll do me the job nice and quickly. Boil some water up for the dehydrated meals. Heads, curry, adventure foods. Tails, fire pot beef stew with pearl barley. Right, here we go. Course, heads. It's heads. Curry tonight. I've waited the adequate amount of time, 8 minutes, and a little bit more. Let's see if it's any good. Expecting a little bit more sauce on it, like curry sauce. It just looks like rice. 2 seconds. Anyway, I would eat it again. So that's probably, what's that, 8 out of 10. Read the ingredients though. Rice, 56%. Pineapple, 6%, sugar, and then chicken, 6%. So it's as much pineapple as it is chicken. And I think if it said pineapple curry, I probably wouldn't have bought it.
Home point updated.
Thank you. Turning out to be a lovely afternoon. The sun is just peeking down there behind Dollywagging Pike and all that stuff over that side. My bottle of red is on dregs. We're having a good time. I've had the drone up. There's a couple of lads just pitched up over there, up on top of the hill. I'll stick an arrow on them now if you can't see them. But it is Friday night, so I did expect others to be here. It's a fairly easy one to get to, Grisdale Tarn. Like I say, rise beck or raised beck. You just basically, you can park your car right at the bottom, it's free. If you can get a space, it's on the like kind of dual carriageway. Park your car there and up you go, and then you're up at raised beck. I think it's about 40 minutes or so climbing up the hill, so a fairly easy one. But what I wanted to say before I went to bed was last weekend I was down at Wembley following the mighty Red and White Army. We defeated Sheffield United 2-1. What a game. Sheffield were all over in the first half and a bit. Reggie Lebris, our magician, he did some tactical changes. He took little Riggy off, put Tommy Watson on, and to be honest, when he put Tommy Watson on, I thought, oh, it's literally going to be his last game of the season because he's off to Brighton. But anyway, he did the changes, put 2 up front. We got the equaliser. Eliza Mayenda. Lovely ball through. I think it was from Enzo, potentially, or Tommy, I can't remember. Lovely ball through. I think he takes 1 or 2 touches and puts it in the roof of the net. And I tell you what, I went with my son, and I'll put some footage in here of me and my little lad at Wembley. It was electric. It was absolutely electric. So I've come out one more time before bedtime. I tell you what, whoa, look at that. Come across these little stones, have a look. What's all these? M&C 2024, to our little one, forever in our hearts. 22 free 25 L&J. Baby Pickering. Baby Pickering. Rest in peace, Baby Pickering, I'm guessing. So that's it for today for me. What a day. Hey, I tell you what, burned some calories today. Up and down that lake and then up here. 10:30, I finished my bottle of red. A couple of tunes on. I'm going to be up at 4:30. Get back for my little boy's football. I'll give you some footage in the morning. You can see me whizzing back to the car. And that'll be it for another mini adventure. Peace out. Right folks, 4:30 on the nose. And it's bleak around here. But it's time for me to go. Come on. Right, which way am I going? Oh, it is windy this morning. Aye, so probably wasn't the best night's sleep ever. Like I say, my ex-ped, Matt, let us down once again. I don't think it's in the same place where I did my puncture repair either, so maybe I need to look after it a little bit more. But so I'll try and fix that when I get back home. Right, that's us pretty much at the bottom, down by the road. And this is where I should have parked yesterday. What an idiot. So now I've got to hightail it all the way along, back past thirlmere to get the car. Time's it 5:15. I did want to be at the car for 5:30. I don't think I'm going to achieve that. Got my calculations a little bit wrong, didn't I? I thought I'd be able to come down that hill a lot faster than I have, considering the pace that I went up, but we'll be alright. Need to be back home for 8 o'clock. That should be manageable. Alright then folks, that's me pretty much back at the car park just round the bend. Had a cracking time. Lovely little camp. Nice try out of the new Packraft, Anfibio Rebel 2K. Done the job for me, so I'll be out in that more and more. I'm thinking about doing the River Tyne and the River Wear, so if you're interested, keep watching. Until next time, peace out.